The following is a presentation of the United Wrestling Network.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Championship Wrestling from Arizona, presented by CarShield. I'm your host, Jeramie McPeek, and this is the final episode of our extravaganza known as Halston Boddy's Coastline Clash. In our main event today, Levi Shapiro, the United Television Champion, defends against Jack Cartwright. Now, this is going to be an interesting one because Howdy Price has implied that if Jack loses, he has to quit Championship Wrestling. Plus, Gentleman Jervis is in the building today, and he's looking forward to meeting his former friend from the farm, Sweet Robin Shaw, in the ring. But first, Dan Joseph, the man who put Arizona State champion Ray Rosas on the shelf, is back and will lock up with Dom Kubrick in an explosive rematch from Prime Time Live. Let's check that one out now and head to the ring.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the Barbary Coast, weighing in at 180 pounds, the illustrious Dom Kubrick.
Kubrick bringing a bit of pomp and circumstance here to Coastline Clash. What a matchup this should be. Kubrick with an opponent he has faced in the past, but of course, as we've seen, this is a very different Dan Joseph that he'll be facing.
Yeah, a rematch from perhaps my favorite contest from Prime Time Live, but the Dan Joseph that is going to be entering the ring with Dom Kubrick, well, Dom better have his eyes wide open with this Dan Joseph.
As you mentioned, these two had a fantastic matchup on Prime Time Live, and I cannot wait to watch them get in there and tangle up again.
And introducing his opponent from Buffalo, New York, weighing in at 211 pounds, Dan Joseph.
Dan Joseph has been very opinionated as of late, kind of injecting himself into everybody's business, even up here at the broadcast position. We were trying to do an open. At one point, he, of course, lit fire to the Arizona State Championship after getting disqualified in the his first attempt at winning the title from Ray Rosas. Got in the middle of Sketch and Noctis. It might have only added fuel to the fire of their issues. I mean, he's been everywhere.
Opinionated, unhinged is what Dan Joseph has really been.
He's been having a moment, several of them.
After the way that he was defending that title for so long, for him to lose it in the fashion that he did, I don't blame him for kind of coming unhinged. I think that's the right word.
Well, I'll tell you what wasn't the right course of action is what Dan Joseph did to Arizona State champion Ray Rosas, who's still recovering. Of course, wish him all the best. Hopefully be seeing him soon again.
Wow, did you see the violence on that shoulder tackle out of Dan Joseph? He did not come here to play around. He remembers how close that first matchup was, and he does not want to have another close matchup, it doesn't look like.
Extremely competitive first matchup on pay-per-view, Primetime Live, in which Dan Joseph successfully retained at the time his United Television Championship. He would later lose it to Levi Shapiro, and that's when he really began to unravel.
Yeah, he lost the championship, and he lost himself, honestly.
Speaking of that United Television title, it will indeed be up for grabs later on, as Levi Shapiro, the Timeless One, will defend the title against Jack Cartwright, someone who has a pinfall victory over the champion. Will lightning strike again? We will see in our main event.
Let's see if Dan Joseph's able to get behind Dominic Kubrick here. So Dan is a much bigger, stronger guy. He does not want to go head-to-head with Dom, or Dom does not want to go head-to-head with Dan. He wants to continue to use agility and speed. The way that they collided early on, there's no way Dominic Kubrick's going to win a head-to-head battle.
I mean, easier said than done, but you're going to want to, feel like, take care of Dan Joseph as quick as you can. Wow, catching him in midair, intercepted Kubrick. But, I would be worried about Dan having another moment in the middle of this match, and forget winning or losing, but shortening your career.
Wow.
My goodness.
Look at that, stringing together the offense, that Manhattan drop, that inverted atomic drop, then seamlessly into the scoop slam, and now wide open shots here. He's giving him a physical and verbal beatdown.
He looks angry. I talk a lot about guys losing themselves emotionally inside of the ring, and that usually being a problem. But we're seeing Dan Joseph get angry and starting to do a lot of damage fueled by that anger.
And borderline went low there, did Dan Joseph. My eyes don't deceive me, and now vertical suplex.
Into the cover now by Dan Joseph. And after that big suplex, and he has been blanketing Dom Kubrick in this matchup, using his power to dominate.
Yeah, just been pressing right from the outset has been Dan Joseph, just offensive onslaught on Kubrick. Now, sometimes Kubrick can be a slow starter, but sustaining some damage can sort of fuel him on later on in the matchup.
We're seeing Dan Joseph utilize a lot of the ring in his attacks. He was just utilizing the corner there. Now throwing him across to the other corner. Dan Joseph's doing a fantastic job of utilizing all the elements of the ring to put it on Dominic Kubrick.
A little variation of that instant replay usually takes it into a DDT, but right now into a suspended suplex circling around. Perhaps Dan Joseph having another moment here at the expense of Dom Kubrick.
Oh, man, what a suplex. What was that, about 15 seconds in the air? I'm impressed, Dan.
This is the polar opposite as Joseph goes for the cover yet again. You'll recall in their primetime live matchup, Kubrick was in the driver's seat for the majority of that matchup. Dan Joseph had to find a way to win. Can he win this time out? We'll find out right after this.
At CarShield, we're always looking for the brightest talent.
Thank you for calling CarShield. How may I help you?
This styling, profiling, limousine ride, wheeling, dealing son of a gun is here to tell you that CarShield administrators make sure you don't have to pay for expensive auto repairs. Woo!
We want our employees to be themselves.
Woo!
We encourage teamwork.
And woo! Where's my yogurt? Woo! How'd that taste?
But at the end of the day, it's all about the customer.
CarShield's doing it better than anybody else alive. They're the money-saving, roadside assisting, tow truck getting, rental car providing, son of a guns protecting you from expensive car breakdowns. And one more thing, CarShield cars go farther. Woo!
Call 800-952-1286.
Fans, show your support for our newest sponsor, 3D Sports Cards and Collectibles, located at 32nd Avenue in Bell. The mom and pop shop is Set Builder Central for you trading card collectors. They've also got sports autographs, Funko Pops, and professional wrestling memorabilia. Speaking of wrestling, you'll want to follow 3D Sports Cards on Facebook and Instagram for information on upcoming appearances by wrestling greats, as well as some of your favorites from Championship Wrestling from Arizona. That's 3D Sports Cards and Collectibles at 32nd Avenue and Bell.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Diabetics understand all too well the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can immediately reduce your pain. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 or more times daily, injecting insulin 3 or more times daily, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn about this groundbreaking new CGM technology. And if you have Medicare, you can get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 or more times daily, injecting insulin 3 or more times daily, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how you can get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Attention! If you currently do not get health insurance through your employer, or if you do not have health insurance, or if you just got divorced or married, had a baby, moved, or lost your health insurance coverage, Listen closely. You are eligible for a new health care plan using Health Insurance America. A family of 4 can make up to $97,000 a year and still qualify for a new health care plan. Get coverage for doctor visits, prescriptions, hospital, dental, and vision for as little as $25 a week with copays as low as $0. Health insurance rates have nearly doubled in the last 3 years. Stop paying the rising cost of traditional major medical and learn how Health Insurance America is saving people thousands of dollars a year on their health care plans. Don't waste hours on the phone or on a government website. Talk to a live healthcare consultant right now.
Call 1-800-709-1029. That's 1-800-709-1029. 1-800-709-1029.
Welcome back to this clash of competitive rivals here between Dan Joseph and Dom Kubrick. And Dan Joseph continues to be in control, and I think just the physicality of the difference maker.
We're seeing Dan Joseph look for that Boston Crab, it looked like there. But Dominic Kubrick's agility was able to get himself out of there and start landing some big strikes. Wow, and a twisting neck breaker there by Dom Kubrick.
Nasty neck breaker by Kubrick. Only a count of 1, and Dan Joseph better not overlook Kubrick. You see the tights there, Kubrick. He's got that print, very reminiscent of the Overlook Hotel from The Shining, and that's exactly what Dan Joseph can't afford to do, is overlook this guy, because he's dangerous.
Don't want to overlook him, and if it would be a shining moment for Kubrick if he were to get by Dan Joseph here, and targeting that neck just like he did in their first meeting paid dividends for Kubrick in their first matchup.
I gotta wonder psychologically, how does Kubrick go into this with the amount of damage that he put on Dan Joseph in their first matchup? I bet he's in there wondering, what do I gotta do to put this guy away? He landed some big strikes and a big neck breaker and barely got a 1 count. What do you got to do to put a Dan Joseph away? Dominic Kubrick has got to be wondering.
Or maybe Kubrick just throws that one out the window because, as we said, this is a different Dan Joseph than he faced before.
Yeah, Dan Joseph just filled with rage, but nice fundamentals here by Dan to lower the levels and turning it perhaps into a fisherman suplex. He does not elect to keep that cradle for the cover, just launched him.
Fantastic fundamental wrestling there, though, by hooking the leg was, whoa, pin. We saw Dan Joseph hook the leg there, turn the suplex into his own suplex, and almost into a pin if he was able to keep control of that leg.
Much like their first encounter, though, guys, Dan Joseph had a lot of punishment on the neck, and he's got it here. You see Dan Joseph will score some offense, but he keeps going back and clinching the neck. And now Dom Kubrick, I think playtime is over. All work and no play. Make Dom a dull boy, and he's going to fire up.
Thriving on sustaining that damage like we were talking about earlier. Kubrick trying to keep pressing forward against the offense of Dan Joseph.
That was very smart of Dan not to continue to play the game. As you can tell, Dominic Kubrick, whoa, roll up.
Almost had him. Oh, close call.
Goodness.
Yet again, what a matchup. Kubrick really finding a way to battle back into this thing. Rear waist lock, trying to break the hands is Dan Joseph. Squatting down, holding on, though, pugnaciously is Kubrick.
Man, Dan Joseph has very good fundamental wrestling. We saw him use a double wrist lock to go behind.
Oh.
Wow, and just pick Dominic Kubrick up like nothing.
Ragdolling Kubrick into the gut-wrench suplex. Man, I mean, the power is just astonishing.
Pound for pound, one of the most powerful cover. Foot on the ropes, good ring awareness from Kubrick there. But again, pound for pound, Dan Joseph, one of the strongest there is.
The blue-collar tough American who gets out there and makes it happen. American muscle right there, baby.
It is, but I think he's fueled. He's more powerful than we've ever seen, and he was the people's champion, the blue-collar champion for so long. He was the television champion. But this is just a more devastating Dan Joseph. Go into the eyes was Kubrick, so he will fight fire with fire as well.
Yeah, Kubrick taking what he can get there to slow Dan Joseph. Now suplex of his own, smashing Dan Joseph forward. Now looking to follow up. Oh, my goodness, what a stomp from Kubrick.
Double stomp there. The back has been compromised, the neck, and that might take some of the starch out of Dan Joseph, who was all worked up. Kubrick, what's he sizing him up for here? It's got him up. Out the back door goes Dan Joseph, and another big throw. Wow, oh wow, did he ever fold him up there.
Planted him with that big German suplex. And so one of the things, like I keep mentioning, is the emotionalness. We see Dan Joseph start getting emotional and do some big damage.
And let's take another look at that suplex. He hit him high and tight right on the back of the head. That was vicious.
Folded like an accordion, and now Dan Joseph just rifling right hands to Kubrick.
What a matchup. And I mean, again, just getting ragdolled. Just Dan Joseph, just this path of rage continues here.
Just some unbridled savage attacks from Dan Joseph. Mercy!
Dan Joseph's doing a very good job of removing Dominic Kubrick's ability to evade it. Wow!
There was instant replay, and we might be replaying it as the end of this matchup momentarily, but no, sir, not yet. Kubrick fights on.
I thought that was tag him, bag him time. Kubrick showing some resilience to be able to get the shoulder up there, but still much worse for wear.
Yeah, Kubrick's body went stiff when his head got planted on the mat with that big DDT by Dan. Wow.
And the shoe's on the other foot now, gentlemen. It was Dan Joseph that was clenching his neck earlier, and now what's good for the goose is good for the gander, you might say. Pulled him up by his ears. I mean, are you kidding me? Just salting the wounds. Dom out the back door, full Nelson, turns him around into a knee. The fluidity of motion, just unpredictable offense by Kubrick, but the power on display again. Round and round they go.
Joseph just always seems to have an answer for what Kubrick's trying to dish out, and you see it again.
Fundamentals win championships.
Holding on to the ropes there as Kubrick tried to take him for a ride, little leverage move, tried to deposit Dan Joseph on the outside. Big shoulder block. He's thrown some checks back in his hockey days. Oh, bad landing.
Yeah, a little bit of a high stick from Kubrick there to Dan Joseph.
I don't. The referee was staying with Kubrick there. I don't think saw it. Now the neck breaker of the springboard variety. Deep hook of the legs and almost had him.
Wow, he got a 2 count on Dan that time. He is getting closer and closer to a 3 count on Dan Joseph, the former champion.
Kubrick making progress now. But he's digging down deep. He's thinking about how can I put Dan Joseph away? Thinking the high rent district, the high risk district. Kubrick, what's he got in store?
And Kubrick, he's got a playbook that's thicker than a menu from the Cheesecake Factory, but went too far there. Nobody home, and that might open the door here for Dan Joseph. Look out. Got him scooped. Long way down. Yes, indeed.
Not covering him, is Dan Joseph. What's he thinking? Is he still feeling the effects of the low blow? What's Dan Joseph doing?
Well, I think he is, and I think that is just only fueling his rage.
He's going to hurt him.
Is he having a moment here?
He is having a moment, but he could have the victory. Pin him, Dan. Put him away. You got it.
This is one of those times where
I get away.
Where guys' emotions get the better of them. I mean, he might be able to get a submission here if he continues
Well, he's going to choke him completely unconscious is what he's going to do.
Here is your winner, Dan Joseph.
Not letting go.
Better watch it, flirting with disaster. And Dan Joseph gets the victory. He could have probably had him after the long way down. Puts the choke on for extra measure. What's wrong with this guy? We'll be back.
All right, wrestling fans, John Roberts here with Jack Cartwright. And Jack, we are moments away from this huge main event. You're challenging Levi Shapiro for the United Television title in the main event. Monumental moment for you. Some thoughts ahead of this match.
This chance means a lot to me. See, I've been an athlete since I can remember, and I've never been embarrassed. I've never been humiliated. I've never been disgraced to the extent that Levi Shapiro put me through. But you see, November 6th of 2020, you should have ended my career there. Because after that, you let a fire in my heart that can only be burned out after defeating you, after humiliating you. You see, in the locker room, everyone thinks I'm a kid. I had one person. I had one person by my side, and you took him from me also. So I'm going to take the one thing that means everything to you. A selfish, a greedy, an awful person. I'm taking your gold.
Jack Cartwright challenges Levi Shapiro for the United Television title in our main event later this hour.
I'm here with CarShield World Champion Rick.
Woo! CarShield's America's favorite money-saving, roadside assistant, tow truck calling, rental car getting, and teamed up with your truly. Woo!
Why decide between a walk-in tub or shower when you could have both? Call now and we'll upgrade your new Safe Step walk-in tub purchase with our exclusive free shower package.
Once you turn 60, you have to realize there are limitations, whether you want to admit it or not. My walk-in tub has helped me to continue to enjoy a much better quality of life.
Call 800-905-7492. That's 800-905-7492. 800-905-7492. Call now.
Attention! If you've had a hernia surgery after 2006 and suffered from serious side effects such as infection, chronic pain, organ damage, mesh shrinkage, or mesh migration, you could be eligible for financial compensation. Call the law offices of Wright & Schulte right now at the number on your screen, or visit meshjustice.com now. Ethicon, a subsidiary of Johnson & Johnson, has withdrawn its PhysioMesh flexible composite mesh from the market. Again, if you've had complications from your hernia surgery after 2006, you could be eligible for financial compensation. We can find out what type of devices were used in your surgery. Call the law offices of Wright & Schulte immediately at the number on your screen, or visit meshjustice.com now. You deserve justice, and the call is free. And there is no fee unless we win your case. Call now for your free case evaluation. Again, call the law offices of Wright & Schulte immediately at the number on your screen, or visit meshjustice.com now.
Mary and Shirley both need oxygen. Shirley lost her freedom the day she went on oxygen, but Mary has the ultra-compact Inogen 1 G4 oxygen concentrator from Inogen. It's the smallest and lightest model we've ever made. Shirley is forced to miss out on everyday activities. Mary fully enjoys her life. Shirley has to wait for tank deliveries and worries about running out of oxygen. But Mary's Inogen 1 G4 makes its own oxygen, so she'll always have the oxygen she needs anytime, anywhere. Shirley finally listened to Mary and now has more freedom too. It's time for you to reclaim your freedom and independence with the Inogen 1 G4. Act now to start your 30-day risk-free trial. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait and don't accept substitutions. The sooner you call, the sooner you can say goodbye to heavy oxygen tanks for good and reclaim the freedom and independence you deserve. Call now for your 30-day risk-free trial.
Call 800-721-9328. That's 800-721-9328.
All right, wrestling fans, I'm joined by, well, you see them right here, the eccentric, crazy ones themselves, the Midnight Heat. And gentlemen, things did not go well for you.
Jack Daddy, baby.
Well, things didn't go well for you at Coastline Clash. You came up just short of winning the tag team titles, but I understand you have a huge announcement for the people at home.
We've got a huge announcement going on, right, Tweakazetti?
The party was so epic on the boat this weekend. These guys were there. Bodacious babes were there. Now, look, we killed it at the Coastline Clash. We put in a good performance. However, we didn't win, okay? That's okay. We had our minds on bigger things, because I am proud to announce in a couple weeks' time, you will see the world intergalactic supernatural premiere of the Midnight Heat song.
Heat Street!
Heat Street, baby! It's coming in hot!
John, of course the tag titles are important. There's a lot of important things going on, and it's really hard to focus on one thing. It's really hard to focus. But we're over here playing chess. All those other people are over there figuring out how to eat checkers. We have important things going on. Heat Street's coming up, and I gotta go. We can't be late. We got three lovely ladies that just won't wait. Whoa! Yeah! Yeah!
Well, folks, you heard it here first. The intergalactic super whatever premiere of Heat Street gonna happen on this program.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Darwin, Finch, Gentleman Jervis.
More action here at Halston Boddy's Coastline Clash. Robin Shaw issued the challenge, but the question is, from the looks of things, is Gentleman Jervis up to the challenge?
I mean, you asked that when Shaw laid it down, and it doesn't look like that. And he just waved off. Darwin Finch says he wants to go it alone. Not a smart move. And poor Jervis. I mean, it was heartbreaking to see just what sweet Robin Shaw has done to the Friendship Farm, and in particular, Gentleman Jervis.
Absolutely squashed him with that big seated splash off the apron. I mean, we didn't know if we'd ever see Gentleman Jervis back.
There's definitely a lot of residual damage on Jervis right now. You can tell by the way that he's holding his ribs. He is already in pain and hurt, getting into the ring before the match has even started.
Seems nearly devoid of razzmatazz.
And introducing his opponent from Agua Dulce, California, weighing in 350 pounds, Sweet Robin Shaw.
Robin Shaw almost nods as if he's impressed that Jervis even showed up here. And Robin Shaw seems to look back at his time, gentlemen, in the Friendship Farm with nothing but total disdain.
Total disdain, and I think Robin Shaw looks proud of himself, his handiwork, seeing Jervis still holding his midsection. But maybe he is a little bit surprised that Jervis would even meet his challenge.
You know, you got to keep in mind, one of the worst beatings I've ever seen Robin Shaw was at the hands of Chris Dickinson in Primetime Live, and that had to do with the gimmicks in the Friendship Farm. So maybe that's where some of his resentment for the Friendship Farm and gimmicky things have come from.
Maybe so, but still, you know, his time in the Friendship Farm.
Wait. Hold on a second. Jervis, I'm sorry, man. I know that you feel like you need to face Robin, and I respect that, but I feel like I'd be doing you a disrespect if I let you come in here at not even 50%, let's be honest. And you know he's just gonna take advantage of that. Because, Robin, you have no respect. This man, this great man right here, he took guys like you and me, and he brought us to championship wrestling. And the minute that you couldn't share the spotlight for 2 seconds, you showed your true colors. So you know what? You want to hurt this man so much, you really want Jervis, then you're going to have to go through me to do it.
Wow.
Punk Rock Poindexter, Darwin Finch, putting himself in between Gentleman Jervis and this raging bull in Sweet Robin Shaw.
Shaw showing no hesitation in agreeing with that, too.
I'm not afraid of you! You should be.
Okay. You show him. Be careful. Hey, Jervis.
Boy, where that was a whole different sound to Gentleman Jervis. Where did he summon that from?
I don't know if that's the aftermath of what Robin Shaw did to him, or if it's the rage and the heartbreak that Robin Shaw has caused.
It's definitely the most bass that I've ever heard in Jervis's voice. We're bringing some anger out of the happiest man I think I've ever seen.
Now, the world's sweetest man has got some of the world's most injured ribs right now, though. Just bone-rattling body shots here by the big man, and doubling over in pain in the early going was Jervis, but using his speed and agility comes up with the drop kick, but that was a sacrifice play. Just hitting the mat after throwing the drop kick, you know, residual damage.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna do. And even Finch said he's not even at 50%. He's gonna be at way less than that.
Get out of there, Jervis! A sit and duck for that big leg drop, and again, that splash off the apron just put Jervis on the shelf. You know, it's been an emotional attack and a very physical attack by Robin Shaw.
I have a lot of respect for Darwin Finch trying to step up and give his friend a hand. I would have liked to have maybe seen him get in early, but now we're going to get to see what Darwin Finch is going to bring to the table.
Yeah, here's his chance. And saying, you know, it was Jervis and the association with the Friendship Farm, James, that gave guys like Finch and Robin Shaw a platform. Put them on pay-per-view. On Primetime Live, put them in tag team title opportunities in the United Wrestling Network.
And as Finch said, for 1 second you couldn't stand the spotlight not being on you, Robin Shaw, and you turned your back, you showed your true colors. And I think Darwin Finch showing true friendship coming out here to the aid of Gentleman Jervis, but I don't think this is the smart play, trying to test strength with not so sweet Robin Shaw. Darwin Finch paying for it.
Definitely not the smart play. We saw them tie up early. Robin Shaw just chucked Darwin Finch to the side. The second time we saw Darwin go behind him, I don't know why he would try and head-on combat Robin Shaw, but we see him using some technique here to get the leverage in his favor.
Would you say he's using scientific wrestling?
You could definitely say that. I mean, leverage and fulcrums and so forth, it is a little bit of physics.
Well, physics is that big man Robin Shaw, but Darwin Finch looking to defy the odds.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. When it comes to Shaw, every action has an equal and opposite reaction, and when he hits you, you'll go down. But right now, being very elusive is Darwin Finch, and he looks like he took the use of the arms away momentarily of the big man. Double teaming now by the Friendship Farm.
And I think that strike where he landed on the neck, where maybe it took a little bit of ability for Robin Shaw to use his arms. That goes into the anatomy. Whoa, big team strikes here by Darwin Finch and Jervis.
Friendship Farm were lighting up Robin Shaw, but then the proverbial meeting of the minds of the Friendship Farm.
That train is off the track. The big man causing damage now. This match continues after this.
Tonight, Nature Boy Ric Flair and CarShield team up against the expensive Car Repair Brothers for the championship belt.
Woo!
Let me go on record and say Nature Boy and CarShield will eliminate expensive car repairs when you're the greatest alive, the heavyweight champion, and if CarShield is your partner, you can't lose. Woo! Expensive car repairs? Ric Flair and CarShield are coming for you. Woo! CarShield cars go farther.
Call 800-952-1286.
You or someone you know suffering from drugs or alcohol and need help? With private insurance, treatment may be available at little or no cost. By calling us with the patient's private insurance card, we will explain all treatment options. Admissions counselors are standing by. All calls are confidential. This is a free service. Take the first step. Let us help you today.
Call 1-800-943-5966.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? Have you been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 or more a pill for Viagra, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for expensive prescriptions. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call now and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Call us anytime, day or night, and start saving big money for the exact same results. Have your credit card ready. Ordering is fast and easy, with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Is your bathroom looking old and worn out? Want to update it, but you don't know where to start? Then let BCI Bath & Shower show you how to turn that old bath into an aisle of beauty and functionality. Our residential bathroom solutions provide the best value on the market, and our customer service is second to none. Our cost-effective BCI Bath & Shower family of products has what you need.
Remodeling our bathroom was a big decision for us.
They didn't make a mess out of our house at all. And at the end of the day, we had a beautiful new bathroom. And it was a great experience the whole way through.
We have the best monthly payment programs in the industry, with payments as low as $68 per month or no interest, no payments for 18 months. For a limited time, be one of the first 100 callers who schedule a free in-home consultation and receive $500 off.
1-800-913-0649. That's 1-800-913-0649.
Factory trained and certified installers made in the USA, and discounts for seniors and military. BCI Bath & Shower, the leader in affordable bathroom products.
Welcome back, everyone. A disturbing scene, though. Just all that massive humanity down on the back and the injured ribs of Gentleman Jervis.
It's a really tough spot having that much weight on you when you're completely collapsed to the mat. It's extremely hard to get off.
Yeah, just toying with Jervis during the break. Heard him say, "Is that all you got?" Just taunting his former friend.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And, but the physical pain really a big part of it as well. When you've got compromised ribs, Blake, take us through. I mean, every single breath, and Jervis might not catch a breath here with this bear hug.
As you mentioned, having ribs, it's the entire attachment for your torso. So if you breathe, you get slammed. Anything that you do, you're going to be feeling pain, particularly when you have a giant Robin Shaw wrapped around. Whoa, we have a little...
Going to the eyes here. We've never seen that from the world's sweetest man.
And I wonder, is that desperation or is that anger coming out of Jervis? Because he was in a bad spot. Was that doing what he needed to survive, or was that him losing it and doing what he emotionally brought out of it?
We're getting some, I agree, but I don't know, but we're getting some anger out of the scientist, the punk rock Poindexter as well. He's got the big man rocking and reeling.
Oh, he caught him.
Oh, it's just this. If he can lock that arm in, this is a rotational submission on the body here.
Absolutely neutralize that size advantage, but not the strength advantage of Robin Shaw, and down goes Finch.
Robin Shaw has just slightly too big of an, pin attempt.
Again, so tough to kick out when you got the big man on top of you, and you can see the look of disdain on the face of Robin Shaw. Playtime is over, but a great submission attempt. But as we've talked about throughout this matchup, a lot of it is desperation. What can you do? How many times can you go back to the drawing board against this guy?
I mean, it's 2-on-1 Friendship Farm versus Robin Shaw here, and he's still able to control the majority of this matchup outside of those desperate tactics of the Friendship Farm.
I would have a hard time calling this a 2-on-1. This is more like 1.5 against 1.
Fair point.
And that's a big one right there, too. It's almost 1.5 against 1.5.
Okay. And again, you got an injured gentleman, Jervis, as well, who's going to be hard-pressed to even climb back up to the apron. And so it might be 1/2 on 1.5 right now. But enough math. If he hits that sweet embrace, it's 1, 2, 3. That's the only math you really have to be concerned with. And Darwin Finch, though, being very elusive. Drop kick takes him off his feet.
Wow, the big guy goes down.
Could be a big-time turning point in the favor of Finch and Jervis if they can capitalize.
Big-time velocity there and force when you're talking physics, and took the big man down.
Jervis wants back in.
A lot of the times when we see a guy who's completely dominating the beginning of a competition get put on his back and the momentum start to sway, sometimes we see that guy start to mentally break. Sometimes we see him get more angry. I'm interested to see what kind of Robin Shaw gets up after that kick off the top rope.
And the longer this matchup goes, the big guy's got to get oxygen in that giant body. Back elbows. Back elbows now by Jervis. Oh, big spear by Jervis. He rocked him. He took him down. If he could just capitalize and cover.
Look at that aggression that we are getting out of Gentleman Jervis. We've never really seen this side of him.
A little sweet revenge, you might say.
Yeah, I guess so. Jervis, though, look, you still see the effects. He's having to use those ropes to even move around there after that maybe adrenaline burst, but really he's still trying to bring it to Shaw.
He's got him hooked. Gentleman Jervis.
It.
Oh, that's the Dustland DDT there by Gentleman Jervis. He's digging way down into the playbook.
And he planted Shaw's forehead directly on the mat. You can see Shaw's rolling around on the ground. He's on Wobble Street right now. But so's Jervis. Jervis is still down.
How about he planted Shaw with the DDT, and Shaw might beat him to his feet. Couldn't even get a cover there.
Shaw is in trouble here, but now reaching for the referee. And Gentleman Jervis has got to make a tag here. They have to capitalize. They have to take advantage while the big man is rocking and reeling and in jeopardy.
Oh, that one had some mustard behind it from Finch.
Mass times acceleration. Whole lot of force there by Finch.
They're giving Robin Shaw some very valuable recovery time right now.
Oh, Finch knocked firmly off the apron. Oh, now he's taking it again to Gentleman Jervis.
I think the official Allison Lee is maintaining that Gentleman Jervis is still the legal man in this matchup. And now look at this. A hug that was once out of love is now out of total disrespect and devastation, and Jervis goes completely limp.
Jervis looks lifeless in there. Now what is Robin Shaw doing? Oh, God, we've seen him use this vice grip before. He just about squeezed the flesh out of Piranha Conrana.
Oh, he'll absolutely concave your cranium with this. Oh, my goodness. Both palms on the temples here, Blake.
Wow, his eyes got to be popping out under there. He looks like he's unconscious. He's in a bad spot. The official's trying to stop this.
Here is your winner, Sweet Robin Shaw.
I've got to give Gentleman Jervis so much credit for even getting in the ring. Let's take a look at the action brought to you by CarShield. Taking the big man off his feet with the big spear was Gentleman Jervis, but in the end, Robin Shaw just too much, and that vice grip, so devastating.
The vice grip absolutely put the lights out of Gentleman Jervis, and just the saddest story in wrestling continues. What has happened to the Friendship Farm, and what is going through the mind of Robin Shaw?
Man, Jervis is down. Jervis is really seriously injured. He got in here in bad shape, and thank God that Darwin Finch was able to step in and at least give a hand, because this could have been a really, really bad beatdown.
Jervis might have broken ribs, but I think more importantly, he really, truly has a broken heart. United Television title still on the line as we keep rolling on Coastline Clash.
People ask Stitch Boy, why do you love CarShield so much? I say because I choose my mechanics and coverage. That includes towing and roadside assistance. Expensive car repairs can kiss my woo!
This is a national healthcare alert from the 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one has diabetes, listen closely. Now, regardless of your age, if you have insurance, you may qualify to receive diabetic testing supplies with little to no out-of-pocket cost. Get free delivery, free information, and all the paperwork is handled by our accredited suppliers for free. Call the 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline now for details. Toll free at this number.
You've decided to go back to school. Good for you. So, which would you rather do? Get up early, get dressed, drive to college, find a parking spot, walk across campus, only to sit in a giant lecture hall, or earn your degree from home with Independence University.
I have 2 small children, a 10-year-old and a 4-year-old, so the online format and the flexibility was a must.
I could work at my own pace, and I was still able to take care of my kids while going to school.
We'll even provide you with a new laptop and tablet to keep when you graduate, and a personal student success team.
I have had such personalized attention, and it's an online degree.
If I had a question on the coursework, I always got my answer within an hour or 2.
I will never be able to express what I owe this institution.
Independence University, online, but never alone.
Call 1-800-768-2670, 1-800-768-2670.
I struggled to stand for a shower, and after falling in the tub, I felt it was only a matter of time before I broke a hip.
If you worry about the risk of an accidental fall getting in or out of the bath, could a walk-in tub be right for you? Search Consumer Affairs Walk-in Tubs to find great deals, like a free shower package upgrade.
Once you turn 60, you have to realize there are limitations, whether you want to admit it or not. My walk-in tub has helped me to continue to enjoy a much better quality of life.
Why decide between a walk-in tub or shower when you could have both? Call now and we'll upgrade your new Safe Step walk-in tub purchase with our exclusive free shower package.
My husband said walk-in tubs are for old people, but I was more interested in feeling young and staying in the game. That's why I recommend a walk-in tub to everyone.
Call 800-928-0124. That's 800-928-0124. 800-928-0124. Call now.
Main event time here as we cap off Halston Boddy's Coastline clash. And we heard the words of the challenger, Jack Cartwright, fired up like never before.
Yeah, like we've never seen him before. You see him signaling that, the discount double check, saying he's bringing home the gold. He wants that United Television Championship. He wants to take away what is most precious to Levi Shapiro.
If Cartwright loses this match, rumor has it that he will be forced to leave Championship Wrestling and the United Wrestling Network.
Talking Jack, today is your worst nightmare.
It all ends today, Jackie.
You may think you have what it takes, but I am timeless, and I'm gonna do it.
Howdy Price and timeless Levi Shapiro. He's really preyed on the emotions of Jack Cartwright. And that November 2020 date that Cartwright mentioned was the day that Howdy Price offered to pay off Cartwright, pay for his tuition if he would lay down and take a dive in his first opportunity at the television title. And things have gone from bad to worse.
Cartwright is a young stud, so I'm actually excited to see what he brings to the table when he's actually in here trying to compete. And he's very, very focused right now. He's had a lot of past history with these two, so I'm interested to see what he does here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with TV time remaining, and it is for the United Television Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. From Sacramento, California, weighing in at 191 pounds, Jack Cartwright.
I want the belt, baby. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for that. Too bad.
And introducing his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by Howdy Price. Howdy. From the last stop on the loop, weighing in at 215 3/4 pounds, he is the United Television Champion, Timeless Levi Shapiro. My belt, my town. Taking everything.
High stakes matchup here, guys. The United Television title is on the line, and Cartwright's got everything to gain.
He's really mad at Levi Shapiro, and he wants to get in there and get it on, but he needs to fight a smart fight. Levi is a significantly bigger opponent, having about a 25-pound weight advantage over Cartwright.
And that's a lot of weight to have on your shoulders. Dreams, aspirations of winning championship gold, your very career on the line here in the United Wrestling Network. And here we see some more of that fire by Cartwright, trading blows. But now you mentioned you might not want to get in a fist fight with Levi Shapiro. Bigger, stronger, more of a brawler.
Levi might be bigger and stronger, but I can tell you from personal experience with Levi Shapiro, Jack Cartwright has him beat in the heart department, and he's going to show that right now against Levi Shapiro. Wow. What a shot.
I believe the heart department and the emotionally drive in here, but he needs to fight smart. The way he came out and brawled early in this matchup was not a smart way to battle Levi Shapiro.
Yeah, you don't want to get suckered into playing Levi Shapiro's game. You want to fight it on your terms. What a hurricane rana from Cartwright.
Thing is, though, when you're so emotionally driven and worked up, it can gas you out in a hurry. He's got to be composed here as Cartwright. Big Bulldog. The shoes on the other foot. That's a favorite of the United Television champion. And sending a message early is Cartwright.
You're 100% right about the guys getting gassed out when they're overly emotional. And we've seen a ton of offensive output thus far by Cartwright. He needs to be cautious, though, that he doesn't spend too much of his tank too soon.
Wow! Sending him for a ride is the television champion. What a suplex. We got to take a break. This title match continues next.
At CarShield, we're always looking for the brightest talent.
Thank you for calling CarShield. How may I help you?
This styling, profiling, limousine ride, wheeling, dealing son of a gun is here to tell you that CarShield administrators make sure you don't have to pay for expensive auto repairs. Woo!
We want our employees to be themselves.
Woo!
We encourage teamwork.
And woo! Where's my yogurt? Woo! How'd that taste?
But at the end of the day, it's all about the customer.
CarShield's doing it better than anybody else alive. They're the money-saving, roadside assistant, tow truck getting, rental car providing, son of a guns protecting you from expensive car breakdowns. And one more thing, CarShield cars go farther. Woo!
Call 800-952-1286.
Fans, show your support for our newest sponsor, 3D Sports Cards and Collectibles, located at 32nd Avenue in Bell. The mom and pop shop is Set Builder Central for you trading card collectors. They've also got sports autographs, Funko Pops, and professional wrestling memorabilia. Speaking of wrestling, you'll want to follow 3D Sports Cards on Facebook and Instagram for information on upcoming appearances by wrestling greats, as well as some of your favorites from Championship Wrestling from Arizona. That's 3D Sports Cards and Collectibles at 32nd Avenue and Bell.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Even if you've tried before and were unsuccessful in getting rid of your timeshare, call today and see if we can help. We offer a complete 100% unconditional client satisfaction guarantee. Make this completely free call and learn how we can help you legally put an end to your timeshare nightmare once and for all. You have nothing to lose, so call right now to qualify and receive a free consultation. You can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, but you've got to call now. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
Mary and Shirley both need oxygen. Shirley lost her freedom the day she went on oxygen, but Mary has the ultra-compact Inogen 1 G4 oxygen concentrator from Inogen. It's the smallest and lightest model we've ever made. Shirley is forced to miss out on everyday activities. Mary fully enjoys her life. Shirley has to wait for tank deliveries and worries about running out of oxygen. But Mary's Inogen 1 G4 makes its own oxygen, so she'll always have the oxygen she needs anytime, anywhere. Shirley finally listened to Mary and now has more freedom too. It's time for you to reclaim your freedom and independence with the Inogen 1 G4. Act now to start your 30-day risk-free trial. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait and don't accept substitutions. The sooner you call, the sooner you can say goodbye to heavy oxygen tanks for good and reclaim the freedom and independence you deserve. Call now for your 30-day risk-free trial.
Call 800-721-9328. That's 800-721-9328.
Welcome back to our main event for the United Television title. The final match of Halston Boddy's Coastline Clash. Cartwright getting to the ropes there before the break. That's why they call it high-risk offense, guys. Cartwright was up top. Shapiro made him pay with the big suplex. It's been all Shapiro ever since. Into the cover goes the champion, only 2.
You know, that top rope stuff might be considered high risk, but Cartwright is so agile and good at landing it that it does really reduce the amount of risk on it. But it does, as we saw, it is still high risk getting counted there by Levi Shapiro.
I think high risk, high emotion, like we've been talking about. He might have gone to it too early because he was so fired up. He is desperate to sort of in-kind cover now again from the Timeless One. Almost retained there. Cartwright able to shoot a shoulder up, but it might have just been too much too soon for Cartwright to go to that high-risk district.
Timeless offense by the champion. Big drop kick, and now ragdolling the challenger, Jack Cartwright. And, you know, we talked about the high risk. It has been, howdy, Price. Give me a break.
Cartwright fending him off. You're going to get hurt, Howdy.
Boy, that's the fastest I've seen Howdy move when he's not going to catering.
Suckered him in, though. Levi Shapiro was lying in wait, turning the tables again on the young Cartwright.
That's the numbers game, and he lost his focus. He allowed his emotions to get the better of him, did Cartwright, focused on Howdy Price instead of Shapiro. Big elbow drop. That could do it. Retaining the title is Shapiro. No, doesn't elect to hook the leg. Might have cost him there, Blake.
Yeah, definitely. You know, like I mentioned earlier, the emotions are very high in this matchup. And we saw Cartwright let the emotions get the better of him, chasing Howdy Price on the outside. He needs to stay focused at the task at hand, and that's beating the champion. Pin attempt.
Perfect snapmare from Levi Shapiro. Almost ended Cartwright's dreams of becoming United Television champion.
Almost ended his career here at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Absolutely right. That's, again, the stipulation made by Howdy Price. You know, you want the opportunity, you might pay the price. Look at this strength. I think he was trying to muscle him over for a Northern Light suplex, couldn't get it, and now really cinching in that front face lock. That's the difference in size here between champion and challenger, and this can wear down the challenger in a hurry.
Yeah, Levi Shapiro there almost got tossed by Cartwright, but that weight difference came in hand. Levi Shapiro controlled the front headlock and brought it back down to the mat. Now he's resting his weight on the smaller Cartwright.
And I got to tell you, James, I think Cartwright distances his friend because when he can go high risk, he has pinned the champion's shoulders to the mat for the 1-2-3 in tag team action.
Yeah, and much to the chagrin of Levi Shapiro, that is an undisputed fact and something that Levi wants to correct. And now you see Cartwright maybe trying to wrench down deep. Does he have it in him to get Levi over? And he does! Cover could be new champion!
Let's go! Wow! I thought that was going to be it, Jimbo.
I mean, I'm just so impressed that Cartwright had what it takes to get Levi Shapiro over after being in that hold.
You know, they were both really jockeying for position, and Levi knew he almost got taken for a flight the first time he went for that.
Speaking of flight, what's Cartwright got in mind for Levi Shapiro?
Looking for that slam stand. He hits it and drops the elbow into the cover. New champion? No, not yet. What a matchup. Back and forth, seesaw.
Maybe a little bit overconfident from Cartwright there.
I think so. Could have secured more body weight on the cover. And again, a single shot can turn the tide for the champion.
And you don't want to make fundamental mistakes in there against Levi Shapiro, maybe more than any other competitor in championship wrestling, because Levi is going to make you pay.
Cartwright mentioned it in that, he was so fired up in the interview set, saying, "You've taken so much from me. I had one guy that was in my corner that took me under his wing," as the champion looks to put him away here in Anthony Idol. And now, of course, the Neon Phenomenon jumping ship and part of Howdy's crew.
Yeah, I mean, just think of all the things that Howdy Price has taken from Cartwright. His dignity with, that money, paying off his college, which only to steal it back. And then he takes his friend and mentor in the locker room. Now, the implication, he's trying to take his very career.
But having that type of stuff is going to light a fire inside of a guy that I think is going to be extremely hard to put out. Whoa, what is he doing?
He might try and get himself disqualified here. If he does, you know, he'll walk away with the title. And if there's anybody that's ever utilized the championship advantage, it's Levi Shapiro.
No doubt about it. He uses that as much as he uses a wrist lock or a hip toss, does Levi Shapiro.
I think the only thing that would maybe stop him from doing that is his burning desire to send Cartwright packing with a loss.
I think that's absolutely correct, and wants to avenge the fact that, again, Cartwright has pinned Levi Shapiro in that very ring, and he could do it again here.
So much spring in the legs. Caught him with the Northern Lights earlier. Now that Death Valley driver left his feet. Oh, going up top. He's so dangerous from up here. Is Jack Cartwright. Are we looking at the next United Television champion? He's perched. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, this could seal the deal right here.
Oh,
come on!
Give me a break. He had him.
Unbelievable.
He's calling for THC, the hot commodities. No.
Cartwright doesn't see him coming.
I think he sees him now, and Cartwright's got nowhere to go. The official,
Levi's got his foot, though.
is
He's
down.
stuck.
Anthony Idol, Honest John. Oh, come on!
This is unbelievable, and the walls are closing in now on Cartwright more ways than one.
This is ridiculous.
Total beatdown with his career on the line, as well as the television title aspirations.
The official's still down and injured somewhere.
Anthony Idol, he's got that chain with evil intentions on his mind. And this is just too much for Cartwright to overcome.
Oh,
come on, don't do
chain
this.
around his fist.
And
This
at
could
the
be
hands
bad.
of his former mentor, this is sick. Oh my!
He rocked Shapiro. Cartwright able to evade it.
Shapiro went stiff.
A victim of his own shenanigans.
Thanks for coming, Honest John. Cartwright with the cover. We
Oh,
need the
this
official
could
to
be
get
There
out.
we go.
This
He
could
ate
be
that
it.
chain. History to be made. No. Howdy Price again. Get his grubby hands out of there.
That's twice this match has been stolen from Jack Cartwright.
Absolute thievery by Howdy Price. Like you said, Blake, not once, but twice. Jack
Cartwright
Cartwright
needs
should be
to
the
stay
champion.
focused. He needs to just drag Levi's unconscious body to the middle of the ring. He needs to continue to look for the finish. He cannot allow Howdy Price or any other distraction to keep him from the task at hand.
That's precisely what he's doing. You saw the height last time he went high risk. And
Focus, Jack,
distraction.
focus.
Oh, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Cartwright, finger in the eyes of Levi Shapiro.
fight fire with fire. You just might get burned. And
Whoa.
now, wow, how about that shooting star into the elbow? He got him. No. How did Shapiro kick out? What a title clash.
That's the championship drive right there. How did he do that?
Another cover.
Big time cover here. How did he do it, Blake? I think it's because the stalling tactics of his two cronies. And here we go again. Oh my goodness, throwing a whole lot against the one the bell sounds.
Did he have it?
What just happened?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Did he get the
television time has expired. Thus, this contest is a draw. However, still your United Television champion, Levi Shapiro.
The time limit expired. Their TV time remaining. I mean, we were so jam-packed with everything here at Coastline Clash, so Levi Shapiro holds onto the gold. And if it hadn't been for Idol and Honest John and Howdy Price, you'd be looking at that man. Cartwright is the new television champion.
TK, is this a draw? Is this a loss for Cartwright? What does this mean, Jimbo?
Cartwright, beside himself in the ring, he thinks he had Levi Shapiro, and now his future may be more in doubt.
I think reality is setting in. Cartwright didn't get it done, and now you got Shapiro going to ride off into the sun with the title in tow. Thanks for joining us for Halston Boddy's Coastline Clash.
The TV time limit has expired, which means Levi Shapiro is still our United Wrestling Television Champion. But what does this mean for Jack Cartwright? Guess we'll have to wait and find out. Fans, we want to thank you for joining us for our spring blockbuster Halston Boddy's Coastline Clash. We hope that you enjoyed it, and we hope that you'll join us next week for more action on Championship Wrestling from Arizona, presented by CarShield.